So for the last 6 months, I feel that I have aged about 10 years because I was planning to move out from that condo apartment that was giving me so much stress and tension, and the neighbors constantly with the noise, and all of that affected my health. So ever since then, I started packing, moving, and looking for a place. And then I ended up in a room where the people were even worse. So there were like a lot of people there, and then I moved from there to another place that was temporary until I moved with this lady. She seems to be the best among all the other ones. But at the same time, all that affected my health. And now it's been a few days, I developed gastroenterology symptoms. I had that before because I always had acid reflux, and when you get stress and headache, and your stomach, your uh, digestive system is connected to your brain, so whatever you're thinking is affecting you. So ever since couple of days, I had the symptoms, and the doctor had given me something to settle it. um, I try to take things over the counter because I always think it's temporary, and once this phase of stressful situation goes away and everything goes back to normal. But this time around, I think I tolerated too much from everybody. So every place I went to, the people seemed to be either mean on purpose or they were just like that. And it affected my health because all those nights, sleepless nights, the light shining in the room kept me awake, and um, everything that affected me. Finding a place, then I found the wrong place. Um, so all those things, one thing after another, like a load, and it's like my body is saying, stop this whole thing and take care of yourself, because it's giving me the symptoms, the pains, and sleepless nights because of aching and all of that. And what happens is my body is giving me a message now before it's too late. And I think as it is, I waited too long, because I should have done, I should have went to the specialist way back in November when I started moving and doing these things. But I thought I can get things over the counter, and it's like putting a band-aid over a wound, and then the wound starts getting in bigger and bigger, but that band-aid, it's not fixing it. It's just sitting there and it falls off, and it starts like the whole cycle started all over again. So now finally I have an appointment with the GI doctor. It's the gastroenterologist. When you have cramps, and I can eat a lot of foods. Like right now, I'm actually surviving on liquid food. The only thing I can eat is like oatmeal, yogurt, and some sardines. But see, that's why I get sick when I start eating protein, which is not good because your body, your muscles needs protein. But anyway, I'm gonna go see this doctor, and they did tell me they need to do endoscopy. And when I'm doing that, I'll keep you posted, because I know something is not right, because my body is telling me that. So, but in the end, I am so glad I moved from that community, that condo complex with all these bored people always tormenting me. They sent me letters because I put this one thing on the window, and somehow they seen it, aluminum foil. But a lot of people, they used to put a mattress by the dumpster, and then there is a sign, it says, don't put, we'll give you a fine if you put any furniture and things. And these people, they don't get notices. But anyway, so all these things, they add up, constantly you keeping all this stress and living with it. I don't know if you're living in a constant, chronic stressful situation. and that chronic situation is going to come back to you and affect your health with a chronic condition. So my weakness in my body, other than my chronic back pain, it's my GI system, because as it is, I have uh, chronic acid reflux. I have to avoid spicy food, orange, citrus, lemonade, coffee. I'm supposed to avoid as well because it's acidic, but I put half and half and almond milk. So I drink it very light. So because sometimes you have to drink coffee because you get headaches if you don't. So, and then a little bit of chocolate after a meal, you can have a chocolate. So things like that. But all those bad events, it affected me and it cost me my health. And it's called premature aging. It's like your body, your insides of your body, your insides of your body are older than your age. So now I feel at least 65, but I'm only 54. But even 65 years old, they're healthier than me. They do activities. Depends, it depends how you treat yourself. But sometimes I try to look the other way. I try to fix the problem. I don't want people taking advantage of me, so I I say things back to them, and it's all that, tension and talking and arguments with the landlord or roommate or the board member. All that causes your health to deteriorate. But I am, in the end, so glad I moved from there, even though my health is not doing so well. And I'm hoping those doctors, they're gonna find a fix for it so I can at least go back to normal little by little. So yeah, so that's what's been happening. And yeah, I've been dealing with severe cramps and things like that that kept me up. So there's always reason I stay up at night. It's because of from outside. But I want to give you an update. Those drapes, they worked great. So at least the light is not shining in the room, and it's nice. And you have to be in a dark and quiet and cool room to be able to fall asleep. And you need that as you get older, because number one, the most important thing is the level of stress to be moderate. I mean, manage it or do something to to lower the stress level in your body, like go out and do something, which I've been not avoiding, but I've been postponing on doing that, which is very bad. And the second thing, the sleep, which is very important. I've been reading about it. You need to have 7 to 8 hours, as much as you can, to recuperate and recover, and your brain function and your energy level. Everything needs to you recuperate overnight. And the diet and everything, that's important. But I gotta see what the specialist gonna tell me next week. Well, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and let me know what you think, and share with me if you have something that you went through this type of situation in the past, or you're going something similar. And this is what I have for you today. Please put a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.